Hello everyone, Dr. Victoria Scribo here speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. So today is the 22nd of July. The sun will be moving into Leo later today. And so there's a shift in the energy coming, and there's a lot of actually things happening right at the end of July and the beginning of August that are going to change everything. So I thought what I would do was I would take a look at the United States. I do a reading on the United States using the Thoth deck and doing a Celtic cross. So I already shuffled, and these are the cards that are coming up. So we have the immediate environment, So we have the Chariot. The Chariot is about movement. It's about forward movement. We're moving on, we're moving through. This card is associated with the sign of Cancer. And of course, the United States is a Cancer country, the birthday of which is July 4th, right? This card speaks of moving in the direction of your soul's purpose. So whether it feels that way or whether you're concerned about America, I want to let you know that this card indicates that we are right exactly where we need to be, hard to believe, and that we're moving forward. What is the challenge of our ability to move forward? And it would be the universe. We're at a period of time when there are still some endings that have to happen. This is about something is manifested, and then new beginnings. So endings and new beginnings. So our challenge is, how do we move through remaining aligned with the soul, our very own soul, through the endings that are happening at this time. And of course, for those astrologers out there who are mostly the people who watch me, because mostly what I do is astrology, you know that we are in the midst of our Pluto return. We actually just had our second exact Pluto return on the 11th of July. So, and the first one in February 20th, and we'll have the last one, I think in December. I should know. Sorry. If not December, it's January. We also have an important election coming up. And so there is this, like, trying to stay focused on what we're here to do as a country, while the old is falling away and the new is not yet quite formed. At the root for the U.S. is prudence. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So what's at the root of the United States at this point is stability, work, the work that needs to be done, the kind of work that needs to, this is a Virgo card, the kind of work that needs to be done for healing, for moving forward, for fixing what's broken. There's a lot in America that is broken, and we have ignored fixing it as we traipsed around the world. This is a time, I think, just like when we have, anytime there's a new birth, it's a dangerous time, and we have to make sure that we nurture those things that nurture the tree, right? Nurture the tree. I do believe that, looking at these cards, America is ready to take on the problems that America has and leave behind all of whatever it is that we've been doing in the last, well, really since 2000, but we could probably just say since the last 5 or 6 years, right? Let's see what's in the past. We have the Hermit. I feel like this is the COVID experience. The COVID experience sort of required us to isolate. This is isolation. It's about finding the light within It is a healing card. It is a teaching card. We've had a lot to ponder, a lot of stuff. As things fall away, we've had to evaluate all of that for ourselves as a country. Let's see what's in the sky. So we have the Princess of Swords. We see here a tower, and we see the clouds. If anybody follows Cash Peters, these dark clouds that are forming, and then we have this young female. It's called Princess, right? The young female taking her sword, the sword of truth, and so this is about the truth. The truth is coming out. What's in the sky? The truth. But this truth is disruptive and not always easy to take. Let's see what's in the immediate future. Change, transformation. Oftentimes not necessarily a death card, like somebody's going to die. But of course, we know what kind of gun violence we have in this country. So this probably includes also, people moving on, right, transforming. But this is what's ahead of us is complete and utter transformation, a death and a rebirth, which is very much a Pluto thing. How we're seen from the outside. A little idealistic, a little delusional, perhaps. The Knight of Cups is a well-meaning knight, but is often not realistic. So I think that people are seeing us having one of those sort of dark nights of the soul where we have to look at who we say we are and see if we're sort of lining up with that. The domestic situation. I like this in this reading. I think we're going to be getting down to the financial stuff finally helping those who need help, finally looking at our spendy ways and how we just put the debt on the shoulders of the people who are not being protected, not being fed, not being taken care of. Hopes and fears. Completion. We would like this to be over. We would like to move on. We'd like to move on. As much as I think many people are enjoying the January 6th hearings, they're showing us what we already know. Or what I already know, I should say, not what everybody knows. The perks of being, in this sort of psychic field is that oftentimes you do know stuff before it becomes evident to others. And so sometimes you feel like Chicken Little running around saying the sky's falling, everybody's looking at you like, the economy is great. Of course, they're blaming it on... They blame it on Biden, but it's not. He's just. I think he's like the little Dutch boy sticking his finger in the holes along the dike to plug up the holes and the leaks. So there's a lot of and I think what's happening, and I think it's true also of the Department of Justice. Everybody's like, do something, do something, do something. But there's so much, not only damage from the Trump administration, but there's also the damage that was there before the Trump administration that all got exposed. And so, it's good that we had an infrastructure bill passed. It's not just about roads. It's really about restructuring and rebuilding the country. And there's political wranglings and this, that, and the other thing. But in the end, we're going to have to do it. And whether we're going to do it now or we're going to do it later, it has to get done. And there are people out there. I mean, she sort of reminds me of AOC, right? AOC she's an air sign. She's out there. She's got her sword. Get all upset. People get all upset about her, and other people are cheering her on. She's youthful. She sees things, and this is her world, and her contemporaries and the people born after her that have to live in this world that we've left them, and so they have a right to swing their sword and speak their truth, and that's happening. But it is also creating a lot of chaos, and so it is important that people be aware of their environment and where they're at. We can't assume that we are always safe in this country. The isolation of, being surrounded by two giant oceans is not going to protect us from ourselves. The outcome. This is about coming together, sharing, friendship. I feel, the political system is broken. All this partisanship stuff is just insane and crazy. But I see us coming together in the future. I guess I'm a pie-eyed optimist. Star card. Finding our guiding star. This is the vibration, the personal year vibration of the United States, starting with July 4th, 2022. This is a card of meditation. It's a card of finding your guiding star, finding the light. And so for those of you who are out there wondering what they can do, I say it once, I say it 100,000 times if I could, if you would listen to me that long. Shine your light. Shine your light. People are looking for the light. And you are the light. We are the people we've been waiting for. So let's be the people. Let's be we the people. At our best. At our best. Let's see what's underneath. Justice. The Hanged Man. And Judgment. There are things we have control over and things that we don't. Know what you can control and do it. Know what you can't control and let it go. But cosmic justice is here. You can't fight it. Waking up. All this weird anti-woke stuff that they're talking about. Like, what is that guy, DeSantis, talking about some anti-woke legislation? What, you don't want to wake up? You want to stay sleeping, DeSantis? It's time. We're waking up. The genie is out of the bottle, folks. We're on the right track, even though it seems like we're not. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening between now and the beginning of next year. We cannot judge necessarily where we're going to be by where we're at now, but I will tell you that we are on the path that we need to be as a country. And the more we put ourselves out there, the more we do good for ourselves and others. The light is shining. The darkness will pass. There'll always be pockets of darkness. It's the way it works. But when the light shines the brightest, the shadow is also the darkest and closest to us. But we are more enlightened, and we can go back to sleep if we choose to do that. But we are at a new level, and the old ways don't work anymore. So that's what I see. All right, guys, I have faith. I think we're going to be okay. Find your path, find your soul path, see where you want, where you need to be. It's a personal journey that becomes a collective journey when we become the best people we can become. Have yourself a wonderful day. I love you guys. Like, subscribe. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. I'm grateful that I can share this with you, and hopefully it will help you. Take care, everyone. Love you.